time since this old school dictator Stalin freaking lover took power, there's someone out there that freaking can kick his butt and knows it. Let me tell you something. Barack Obama could have kicked his butt anytime he wanted, but he didn't have the balls to do it. And that made all the difference. You've got to be able to slap. You can't just. I have seen a 5'3" guy walk into a bar and slap the shit.
Oh, no cussing. Watch your language.
Oh, slap the heck out of a 6'3" guy. Had to stand up on his tippy toes to do it. And I saw the 6'3" muscular dude walk out of the bar in shame. Now, that's the difference between Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump isn't 5'3" or 5'6", but he is got so much stuff to fight out there with his own people that he's a David in a world of Goliath. But he still goes out there and he frickin' takes his sling and he takes the rock and he's not afraid to fling it. And that's the difference between Donald Trump and Barack Obama. That's the difference. He's not afraid to defend his country. Barack doesn't give a crap about this country. Barack doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
Barack Obama's all about the open society agenda.
He doesn't want to get his hand dirty, and he doesn't want to get embarrassed in front of the elitists. He doesn't care about America. That's not on his agenda. He just happened to be president, okay? Because he was an excellent speaker, just like Slick Willie. But I'm telling you, we finally got a guy in here, not the greatest speaker, gets nervous, says stupid stuff like bigly and hugely.
Right.
But these people, we're talking about a guy. Okay, listen to this. We're talking about a guy who was so freaking honest that they had to go back 10 years. And a guy who's not a guy who was a coward, had to unknowingly to Donald Trump take on the bus guy talk where you're talking crap. Two guys talking with each other, talking garbage on the way to their destination who are never going to see each other again, just talking about bullshit, just bullshitting each other. And he had to tape an interview like that and bring it out 10 years later, a decade, and people actually thought it held weight. I mean, they are grasping at whatever they can find. I mean, next they're going to be coming out saying he's got dandruff. I mean, give me a break.
Right.
This guy is doing more in 100 days than any president in the past 4 terms has done in 100 weeks. And man, let me tell you, what he did, man, that's what defines America. You slap me, but you say a curse word at me, I'm going to slap you. You slap me, I'm going to knock you out.
Hold on one second, Mike.
You knock me, yeah.
Got to talk to Tech. Can we roll through commercials and place commercials back in?
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Spring is one of the best times of year to visit the North Georgia mountains. Not only do we celebrate fall apples in Gilmer County, we celebrate the blossoms of spring. The Georgia Apple Blossom Festival brings one exciting weekend to East Ellijay, Georgia. This free, pet-friendly event has over 50 hand-selected regional vendors offering food, art, crafts, kids' activities, and more. For more information, visit GeorgiaAppleBlossomFestival.com.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
We can keep talking and discussing.
Look, we are not a bully. We're not bully. We are the okay. If you go to a Ford, if you go to the Ford dealership, the nicest car they got, that's who we are. We're the nicest car they got. We're the vanguard. We're the one that leads the pack.
Right.
And
we're the hegemony.
We're good people. We're good people. We're good people. We don't threaten people for no reason. We don't kill our own people with chemicals. But what we do is we keep everybody in line that needs to get in line. And that's our job as the #1 best, most awesome, revered country in the entire world. And that's what Donald Trump is doing. We haven't had a president who's done it exactly like he's doing it since Ronald Reagan. We haven't had a president who's done it. We've had a bunch of presidents who have tried, but they just can't pull the trigger. But this guy has got that mentality. And he may not be Ronald Reagan. He may not be an actor who knows just what to say and how to say it, but he knows what to do, and he knows that he knows who to surround himself with that knows what to do.
Right.
And he's smart enough to do that.
And
the
God
smartest lawyer.
And God, let me just say this. And God,
lawyer, the smartest lawyer.
You're on a roll.
Hey, huh?
You're on a roll.
The smartest lawyer I ever met. I got to tell you a story. The smartest lawyer I ever met, absolutely the smartest, was smart enough to tell me, I'm not good enough to do this. I'm going to refer you to this man. And that was the smartest lawyer I ever met. He knew he wasn't knowledgeable enough to do what I needed to do, so he sacrificed his business and that money that he would have gotten to do me wrong because he wouldn't have been able to do the best job that he knows he could have possibly given me, and he turned me on to somebody who could do the job. And that is who Donald Trump is.
Okay, so how does he fit into that analogy?
Because if he's not good enough to decide something, he has surrounded himself with the people that are.
I got you. Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
He doesn't want the limelight. He doesn't want the credit. He doesn't want that. People think Donald Trump is such a damn publicity-hungry dude. He is not. He's just like us. I mean, how many times do we tweet a day? I mean, just because he's president, he's not human. He's just like we are. That's how he became president, because he told America things that we could relate to.
Right.
And that's why they start paying attention to him. I mean, it's those things that get people's attention. I mean, that's how he became president, because he could say things. I mean, come on. I mean, Hillary Clinton wears a $6,000 outfit. I mean, how am I going to relate to someone like that? Do you know what her world is like? Do you know that Bill and Hillary Clinton go to a resort in Florida that employs children from 12 to 15 years old that grant your every wish?
Is this in Miami? Where is this located?
This is in Florida. I'm not sure where exactly, but you can Google it. And Hillary went there 6 times last year to relax and recharge her batteries. Can you imagine? They are treated, they are waited on hand and foot by children, and that will do anything they want to satisfy their every need. And I mean anything.
Mm-hmm. And we
but
know where that's going.
You never hear about that.
No, you don't.
I mean, it's expected. It's expected with Bill because he's a pervo. But
he has that reputation.
Hillary,
he has that reputation already. She doesn't.
Hillary goes there too. Hillary went there 6 times last year and stayed for as long as 8 weeks at one time.
Oh my goodness!
And you're dealing with people that you don't even know. And you know what they do is they feed off the ignorance and I'm sorry to say the stupidity, but in the ignorance and the naivety of people in this country. Because let's face it, the average person in the United States, and I hate to say this, only has a 7th grade education. So they feed off the naivety of the people in this country, and a lot of these people, maybe not you, maybe not me, maybe not your assistant, but a lot of these people are very, very poor, and they are looking for a handout, and they have gotten to where they're at by doing nothing but throwing $1 bills out into the crowd.
Right.
And not offering solutions to their problem so they won't be poor anymore, not teaching them how to fish so they can feed themselves, but throwing them minnows.
Yes.
So that they can at least not starve.
And in that way, they assert their control because they're the givers and therefore the ones that can take it all away. So then we come full circle.
Exactly. They are addicted. They become addicted to Hillary Clinton.
Because they need her.
Which has gotta be worse than crack.
Yes. Seriously, speaking of, I was just talking last week about how the left agenda wants to legalize all drugs, too. And I'm sure that their demographic would love that. And then we also...
Unbelievable.
We also talked about Susan Rice and how she came out, and when she was asked if she had revealed any information about Mike Flynn, she was asked by Andrea Mitchell of MSNBC on April 4th, did you leak the name Mike Flynn? And then she laughed and casually said, I leaked nothing to nobody. So now the media is all over it because she basically said she did leak information if she's, if she doesn't know her brand.
Let me say something. Jon Ossoff, you've seen the commercials, you've seen the signs.
Yes, we're covering that campaign.
Might have even had, Nancy Pelosi is bankrolling Jon Ossoff's campaign. Jon Ossoff is nothing but just a seat filler. He has not any experience at all in politics. He doesn't know anything about anything. He's just smart enough to obey what Nancy Pelosi tells him to do and collect his check.
Okay.
And
he has worked for a Senate. he does have experience and he does have his own business. This is a super bright person, and I think that's why they're using him, because maybe he's not really passionate about politics and he doesn't get the whole picture, so they're able to manipulate him, or he just wants the money.
Okay, well, here's all I know, and I'm not trying to start any rumors, okay? But
Okay.
Jon Ossoff has been, okay, Jon Ossoff is not married, okay?
Right. And he's rather charming and flirtatious. He shook my hand and held on to it the entire time he spoke to me.
Well, let me tell you something. Okay, this is going to freak you out, and I'm not trying to turn this show into TMZ or nothing.
No, I get it.
But Jon Ossoff has told his parents, okay, I don't know how much you know about artificial intelligence or the bot world, the robot world.
I know a lot
but
about it.
Jon Ossoff is engaged to a sex robot.
No way.
Yes, he is. He got with a guy who develops and creates sex robots, and he has had a sex robot for about 6 months now, and he actually told his parents that he was going to get engaged, and he introduced his sex robot to his parents.
Where did you see this story? Oh, I see.
This is a true story. I got it on the Howard Stern show, and this dude is a creep. He is a weirdo. He is a funky dude.
Unbelievable.
Okay? Unbelievable is right.
He would be the perfect candidate for the leftist agenda. The way he looks, you would think they're setting him up to be the president of the United States. And let me tell you why that would fit the left agenda with this sex robot thing, is because cybernetics, George Soros has been researching cybernetics since he was in the London School of Economics and was a student of Karl Popper, who helped originate the term and the open society term, and they're all about this cybernetic stuff and this immortality stuff. Why? So they can assert more control over people. I mean, you literally can turn people on and off if you make them robo sapiens.
Let me tell you something. I was watching a horror film on TV a few weeks ago, and my wife came into the room, and she goes, "What are you watching?" I said, "I'm watching The Return of the Zombies. It's an old classic horror film." And she goes, "What's a zombie?" And I said, because my wife's from Brazil, and, you know, she doesn't quite get all the words sometimes, but it's all good. But anyway, I said a zombie is someone who doesn't know anything, who doesn't understand anything, who walks around aimlessly and takes orders from usually someone or something that, you know, they're somehow connected to. And she goes, "Oh, you mean like a Democrat?"
No. That's hilarious. Was she being serious or did she laugh?
No, I'm talking about real world stuff.
Was she serious when she said that?
I looked at her and I laughed and I said, "Exactly."
She didn't even say it on purpose. We've got about a minute left.
No, she didn't say it on purpose at
Right.
all. She really meant it. She meant like a Democrat.
Yeah, she was dead serious. That's really saying something.
She was trying to learn.
And I have a Ukrainian woman that does my hair, and she is fully supportive of Donald Trump, and she came to this country illegally, and she is pissed off at all these people against him and the mass media against him. So these are people who work their butts off to get to America, who are here legally, like your wife, who's from Brazil, and they understand what America is.
Well, you know what's more satisfying? I mean, yeah, look, I've never been into the whole, look, I'm religious, I pray, I'm a Catholic. Hell,
Yes.
I was an altar boy for 9 years. But look, I'm not really into the I found Jesus behind the mayonnaise jar in the fridge at 2 o'clock on a Saturday in between halftime of the ball game. I'm not really into all that crap. But I will tell you this,
Yes.
that more Democrats are seeing the light every day now,
Well,
because they're getting the answer to the riddle.
We need a closing statement. We gotta go. We're out of time for the day, Mike. And you have been very, very insightful today. So I want to thank you for being on the show. And if there's a closing statement you want to put out there.
First of all, I'd like to say I appreciate the time. And I'm still waiting on my T-shirt, but that's a different story. But I appreciate the time. And I'd like to say that my dad told me something a long time ago. He said, son, it's better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. And that, to me, describes the Democrats.
Well said. Very well said. Thank you for all of your insight today, and we hope to have you back on the show very soon, Mike. Mike of Decatur.
Okay, no problem. That's Mike Sissine, hashtag sings like an angel. Thank you. Mike Sissine out.
Bye, Dad. Anyway, very entertaining call by none other. The apple doesn't fall very far from the tree when it comes to politics here, now as we can see. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday for our special caller, and very insightful caller politically. Huge Trump follower. Stay tuned into the Katy Sissine Show. We'll be back tomorrow with some more action.